G'day off-roaders. Well, you've asked for it, so here it is. The Offroad Show, now on DVD. Check out Volume 1, which has the full episodes from 1 to 10 on the online store. Now you can enjoy all the Offroad Show action where it should be seen, on the big screen. G'day off-roaders. In our quest to bring you the best off-road action, we recently headed out to Rover Park for the first event of the 2010 ARB Xtreme Winch Challenge series. It also happened to be the 10th anniversary of the series, so we caught up with the competition manager, Dave Metcalf, for a complete rundown on what it's all about.
The ARB Xtreme Winch Challenge has now been running. We're just starting into year 11. So we've just had our 10th birthday down here at Rover Park. So it's been good. We've had the support of ARB from day one, and it's been a fun 10 years. ARB Xtreme Winch Challenge is about teamwork, vehicle. It's a bit of everything really, but the Winch Challenge is set up for the vehicles to do self-recovery, with a very strict standard of safety being enforced while they're going through the courses. So they're given a set time to go through the course. They have to do their own recovery, and there's penalties such as breaking bunting or not wearing gloves or not clear winching. You know, there's a lot of safety penalties out there, and it's the times given, they're being pushed to the extreme. Before we get to actually run the event, there's myself and a couple of officials come down for sometimes 2 weeks on a longer event, but the weekend events we're normally down here the week before. So we spend a full week here looking at the terrain and working out the courses that we're going to use. And 90% of the courses are all new courses. They're man-made, but we're using the natural terrain. We don't add anything. It's just positioning of the pegs and bunting to how we want them to exit the creek or watercourse, you know, anything. But it takes about a week to set up, and then we get to run it, and it's all over in about 10 hours. You'll find the courses that are designed for the ARB Xtreme. You know, we do 10 over the weekend, and we have a speed run on a Friday night. We even have one on Saturday, but they're not just a straightforward course. One could be easy up a creek, exit out of it, back into finish box. My main plan this weekend was to get them out of their comfort zone, and I think I've succeeded. We've had the drivers having to start their own stopwatch, of course backed up by another official. We've had different anchoring setups when they have to winch, not just using a tree, the anchor point's actually behind them, so they have to get out their gear, their snatch blocks and so forth. And we even had the use of waffle boards on one obstacle, which I hadn't really used before. But no, so you try to toss something different every time at them, so they're not doing the same thing all the time. Entrants come from as far as Victoria sometimes, and North Queensland, and anyone can enter. There's a strict criteria of what the vehicle makeup has to be, and that could be the biggest downfall. It's not open to the family car. They have to have a full internal roll cage, window nets, harnesses. The drivers are wearing helmets, and you know, some are using just a standard worn 8274, while others are using the fully imported winch from England from Jim Marsden in Gigglepin. The most popular winch used in the Xtreme Winch Challenge, or the ARB Xtreme Winch Challenge, or any winch challenge throughout Australia, or a long distance event that is going to require winching, will be the worn 8274. We see very few low mount winches, There's some PGOs getting around, there's some hydraulic winches just slowly coming on the scene. And the new one out is the twin-motored air free-spill giggle pin winch from England. There's Australia importers here. You know, that's the new winch that everyone would like, but when you could be looking up to anything by the time the setup on the vehicle, you could be looking at around $10,000 for the full package. So, you know, it's not in everyone's basket. So you'll still find 99% of the competitors will be using the 8274 with a few mods. You'll find the vehicles in the Xtreme Winch Challenge or the Outback Challenge or Cliffhanger, the Utico. A big majority are Nissan Patrols. You know, GQ was the popular one to start with, four-wheel disc, coil suspension all around. Now they're getting a bit older, but they're still so capable, and now we're seeing the newer GUs. The Nissan driveline is the strongest driveline out there for a factory car, better than Toyota, better than anything else. So the Nissan componentry is very popular, and even they fit the diffs and that to the Toyotas and Range Rovers just for the strength. It's a bit different to rock crawling. They're not super high, normally around the 3 to 4 inch lift. Some very good shocks on it, whether EFS, Old Man Emu, the box, so it's a choice of what you want to use. There's a lot there, but they're not going for super height on the vehicle to do this due to the speed and the side angles. Tyres, we have a maximum size of 37 inch in the tyres, and that's a measured size. So the competitors will be either running between 35 and 37. And the tyres that are the popular ones now are the Maxxis and also the Cymex. And we had a Jeep out here running the ProComp Xtreme, which have been proven time and time again. So there's a lot of tyres out there, and you know, they're readily available, but up to a maximum of 37 inch for the tyre size. Motors at the Xtreme Winch Challenge, you know, the Nissans were all diesels, and that was the pick of the thing, and then they're getting a bit tired now. You're seeing the Gen 3s and Chevs and Ford V8s and that, but some of the most competitive vehicles still are the TD42 diesels with a good turbos, intercoolers, pump upgrade. So the diesel is still out there holding its own, but a lot are going to petrols now due to cost factor, and also getting popular now is the 4.8 twin cam Nissan GU motor. So it's a bit of a mixture of everything. We still do get the 4-cylinder Hiluxes and Suzukis, which can be very competitive. So it's a choice, it's what you have that you can work with. And there's still a few vehicles out there, they all have to be road registered, and you can build a good comp truck, still keep it road registered, and you might only just have to change the tyres to get it on the road. So it's still possible to build a comp truck and keep it on the road legally. You know, we try to keep it as if we are competing in road-worthy cars. You know, they have to look like something that people can relate to. With the licensing in these events, the driver must hold the current driver's licence. The co-driver must be 15 in the year of the event. So we've got a few father and son teams out there, and you know, so it's just a normal car licence. Also new to this event, Polaris Razors, the RZRs and the RZRSs. We had one down at Round 3 in Manila last year, and Phil Swindell from ARB Tamworth, being a Polaris agent, has been working very hard to get Polaris support to start racing these little things. And this weekend we had 3 out there, and quite surprising of what they're capable of. We're trying to format a set of rules whereas basically what you buy is what you have to use, and it doesn't become really checkbook racing. So we've got a chance now between the 3 organisations is to have a set of rules laid out for the Polaris RZRs, also the Kawasaki's and the side-by-sides to come and compete in their own event. You know, for all the spectators out there, if you want to come and have a look, you can go to www.xtreme4x4sport.com.au, and that's Xtreme with an X, and go through the calendar. That will list all the events I'm doing. My round 2 is in Rockhampton in June, and but spectators, give us a ring. I'm only too happy to talk, and to the new people that want to come into it, you know, I'm only a phone call away or an email away.